What's up, Cringe Tube? Came in the clouds here. And imagine a world with magic, and one's status depends on how much one has, and there's discrimination against those who don't have magic, with a main protagonist who doesn't have magic, trying to fight the prejudice of society. If this seems familiar, it's because it is. The new series Mashle, Magic and Muscle, takes inspiration from works before it, and where it shines is where it deviates from the formula to create interesting storytelling and hilariously addicting plot. And so there's gonna be mild spoilers. So mild spoiler warning. I'm gonna be talking about moments I hope will cause intrigue in the series, but most of it. And most of what I'm going to talk about is early on series, so I don't think it'll affect your enjoyment of the series, but just in case, here's a warning. And so, I want to start off talking about the premise. So there's the main protagonist, Mashle Burn Dead, who can't use magic, and so to make up for it, becomes very buff. And being in this world, what I really like is being magicless isn't a rare thing, but those without magic get killed to keep like the bloodline pure or something. And so it helps make it believable why there's isn't really any other people without magic. That was like my one kind of like weird thing from Black Clover. And he also has a foster dad. And his foster dad, right in the first chapter. So I'm going to talk about the first chapter a little bit. So just for the premise. His first foster dad reminds him don't go to the city. Because one, people with magic has marks on them. Mashle doesn't have a mark, therefore if they see him, they'll realize he doesn't have magic and didn't get reported. He disobeys because he was hungry for a cream puff. It's kind of dumb, which I kind of like. And so the police end up getting wind of him after seeing Mashle's power because they have a scuffle. The officer, Brad Coleman, forces Mashle to an ultimatum that if he doesn't enroll to magic school and becomes a divine visionary, he will get the whole country to hunt him down and his foster father forever. And so divine visionaries are the top performing students in the year, and they end up receiving ability and wealth, as well as being remarked by chosen by God. And Coleman wants to back Mashle up because he wants the wealth and really comes with it. And so that kind of one like set me off, like how does Coleman, right? Because before seeing Mashle's power, he noticed because Mashle is super strong. He's super buff, super strong. He mentions that like it's his big chance, like his chance to make it big. Is there something about magicless people he knows about? It's almost like he knew Mashle had the potential to become a divine visionary. But we don't know, and Mashle ends up accepting going to this Harry Potter X magic school. This whole start kind of seems generic for me, with its clear sources of inspiration, but where it excels at is its charming humor and characters. I believe its biggest strength, first and foremost, I need to mention, that is this manga is hilarious. I love Mashle's and the other characters' clips throughout the manga. Like notable example, like my favorite part is where there's this villain doing some JoJo-esque crap by licking a rock, and Mashle went like, dude, do you just lick a rock? Like, do you just do that? And he's describing he can't do it justice, but it has a lot of moments that'll crack you up. And I really like the characters in the manga, especially the supporting cast. I think they do a good job of supporting Mashle's character. They can be goofy, but they have enough complexity that allows you to empathize with them. From Lemon's poverty relentless his sister's plight. Not going into details about it, of course, but also I think the antagonists have interesting backstory and philosophy. One comes to mind is Annabelle, so I think it has good characters that really helped the series. And the best part for me up till now I've been mentioning is that Mashle's strength. I find this incredibly addicting, right? That how Mashle overcomes his power with his fists, and it's done in a way that which is oddly satisfying, and I believe it's because when we're faced with difficult problems, there is this desire, like us as human beings, to just brute force our way through it. And now I don't want to give the impression that Mashle doesn't use any creativity to get through his problems, where he's just some One Punch Man X character. He's neither. But also due to everyone having magic, he has to be creative to beat some people. But I'm not going to deny he's super overpowered, which they kind of use as a gag, where I find hilarious. They don't really overuse it. I think it's used to like in the right amount of times in situations. It's funny. It's funny. It's not meant to be taken seriously, right? So overall, this manga might not be for everyone, but I think you should give it a chance, right? It only has 43 chapters at the time of this recording, so it's an easy series to catch up to, and it's not the next One Piece, let's be realistic, but it's fun and enjoyable. We have Harry Potter elements, which is very fun, and the whole series is addicting to read. I honestly, it's not a series meant to be taken super seriously, and I think it excels in certain aspects, so I can't wait to see more from it, because it's only 40 chapters, so it has potential to be so much more. And what it accomplished so far with 43 chapters, it's pretty good. So, yeah, that's really it. All I have to say about Mashle. Give it a shot. I don't think you will regret it. And if you, after reading the first few chapters, and you realize it's not for you, you can always drop it. And so, yeah. Like and subscribe. Please. Like and subscribe. I'm selling out now. Telling people to like and subscribe. Adios.